Can you hear me okay? Cool. Alright, let's see this, good. You guys can hear okay? Check 1, 2, let's take 2. Where's my pen? Oh, now I can't find my pin. What? Oh man. What? Have you seen my pin somewhere? Oh, it's on the floor. Ah! Is it going live on your stream? Just refresh. Alright. Wait. You hear okay on the stream?
You did put my video.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Order, transform, flip. Oh, wow. Alright, got my references up. I guess we'll start the stream with a warm doggy welcome. What's up? Come on. Come on, hop up. Look over there. Look over there, what's that? He's like, no, I don't want to do that. Go on. Yeah, our puppy's in his little kennel. Been pretty bad lately. Teenager. I just sort of snorted, I've never done that before. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, refresh. I didn't tell you guys. Did she just nab my brush off the desk? Alright. Oh, hang on. Okay. So I think if you guys can see in the bottom left corner of your screens, above where it says current music, even though nothing is that's currently playing, there's a little like succubus concept, and that is the concept I'll be working off of. It was designed and rendered and made and created by Jason doghateburger. He's really awesome. So you're like, hey, what the heck are you doing? That's what I'm doing. So informative. Except I don't really know where to start. I've never done like a hands up kind of thing. So I kind of feel like I'm just gonna get straight into it. And what's gonna happen is probably I'm gonna do it and it's gonna look ridiculous. Let's see.
Do you need to do a new intro?
Oh, do I need to do? Oh yes. So my name is Layna. For anyone who's tuning in with the YouTube or just checking back on the VODs, my name is Layna, and I owner and sculptor, full-time sculptor for IHaztoys, so working on like collectible figurines and cool anime figures and stuff like that. And down below is Troy. You probably know him as Hazardous Arts. Been in the industry for like 14 years. Pretty much a badass. He's also co-owner and full-time sculptor for IHaztoys. We dabble a little bit of freelance on the side if anyone was curious, but only if it's like an irresistible IP. So we're doing our best to go full-time IHaztoys. So this is what I'm sculpting right now. It's going to be available on IHaztoys whenever she's ready in the pipeline. This is a sculpture for Susu, Swimsuit Succubus. She's a really awesome cosplayer and she loves micro bikinis. She hit us up and was like, hey, would you like to do a collaboration? And I said absolutely, because micro bikinis are where it's at. So I don't really know where Twitch's rules are right now with like anatomy and nudity and stuff, so I don't want to, you know, butts around with that. Just in case, you know. Imperial torches. Welcome to the Pixelogic stream. So yeah, I've never done hands above head, so I kind of feel like this is gonna be really ridiculous. Let's just jump in the deep end. Actually. Also welcome everybody. I'll do some testing. I think that's complete. I think that's exactly what I was going for. We ended up starting a bit late, sorry guys. There's always technical difficulties, especially because we haven't streamed in ages. So it's a bit tough. So I'll make up for the lost time. You know what? I'm gonna go buck wild first, and then I'll just go backwards and do it cleaner, just as a test. Yeah, that seems good. That seems pretty good. I was trying to see where it would move at the joint, so it's like the hinge is right past the shoulder. But what are they gonna be like? This seems about right. This seems about right. Oh, thanks for the welcome backs, everybody. Definitely happy to be back. But also kind of relieved that we didn't have internet, because it allowed us time to catch up. You know, we had a lot of projects going on.
Oh my god. So many projects.
Can everyone hear Troy okay, by the way, before he continues on? I want to just be sure that no one can't hear him. Yeah, man, if we were streaming at the same time, there's no way. I think it would have been pretty impossible. He's pretty quiet. Can't hear him. Bit quiet on Troy. Troy's a bit quiet. Hello all, and say something. Can't hear him. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're on Discord, eh? Say something? Just talk.
Hello? Hello, hello, hello?
Alright, how's that, everyone? Did I make myself louder? I think I did. Hey, Ollie. Is it better, but I made myself louder? Or is that... That sound. I'll put my mic down.
I sound like I'm at fucking whoops. Ridiculous levels of volume.
You sound loud? Okay,
Honestly.
I'll lower you.
Straight out the gate with foul, filthy language. That's how it's been for the last 2 months.
Wait, what? Straight out of the bat. What? With language? Oh, you did.
It sounds fine now. It sounds fine.
I'm just trying to get rid of the echo. Okay. Sweet. Everyone, welcome back, Troy.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any way for us to fix this echo because Layna is literally like 3 feet away.
Does that work?
Like we're basically sitting right next to each other. So either we have to get like one mic for both of us or something, I'm not sure.
Echoes are fine now. We're nailing it so far. Sound is perfect. Oh man, we deserve a trophy for that. The sound's never perfect. And the sound or the music, I hope it's not too loud for you guys. I've got my reference up right here, just in case you guys are like, what is she looking at? Troy has a godly voice, I know. You should hear it on the phone every time he leaves and I bring him up. I'm like, dang, your voice, son. Sounds good. But yeah, you guys, essentially what we've been doing is, I mean, how long have we been streaming, by the way, Troy? How long you reckon?
You mean like total time?
No, not now. I mean time like when we started streaming. Like in general, of history.
A little bit more than a year ago.
Yeah. So what we've been doing is essentially, you know, you get whoever is like a collectible or collector out there as far as figurines and all that sort of stuff. When you buy a statue, you don't really know how it came to be. You don't know the artist behind it. You don't know anything, and it's kind of just like, thank you for my product. So we've been streaming for about a year and started to stream our toys, and it's been a really cool process to kind of bridge that gap between customer and audience and artist. So it's been a lot of fun. And the funny thing is, and a little bit terrifying for me on my end, is you guys get to see where it begins. Just like the catastrophe it is, and then where it ends up. And it's pretty cool. I took it. Did Chibi Remy ever get finished? She's on her way. So we're really, really compact with lots of stuff to do. And I myself only just now finished my freelance. So, but I didn't want to start Chibi Remy for the Pixelogic stream or my stream because you guys would be like, what the heck, this is exactly where it left off. So I'm starting something new, but on the sidelines I'll be working on Chibi Remy because she's just about there. So yeah, she will be, excitedly. Can I see a finished product or website where I can see a catalog of products? So if you check out this stream, there's a logo right in the middle at the bottom. and underneath there's a website, and it says IHaztoys.com. If you guys are keen and you like figurines and you want to see the things we've produced, that most of them we've made on Twitch live, check out that site, and you'll see what we do. Actually, I think what I should do as well is get some polygroups going here.
3D bra. It depends. Sometimes we design them ourselves, and others we work with sort of friends. We've basically got some artists that we've been friends with and working with for a really long time, so if we feel like doing collaboration, we do. Yeah, mixture of both. I think that's how we'll keep it too. Polygraph, no. I don't think that the print quality is quite high enough, to be honest. All the home printers are just not there, not with a lot of work. So no, we don't print them ourselves. I think pretty much the best or top end is probably the Envision Tech series, but you know, they're almost 100 grand, I think, for even like a starting one. So nah, we don't do them. But if you're just a hobbyist and you just want to do some stuff, then a Form 2 is probably absolutely fine, man. But you know, we want to compete with the big boys and with the highest kind of production quality that we can possibly get. So yeah, that's the kind of market that we're going for. It's gonna take a long time, but you know, we just gotta keep pushing, keep trying to get there.
Thanks, C. Doing. Don't know what she's doing. Leave it like that, because if I do that, then that will happen. Hey, do you think there's like any sort of button or thing that ZBrush has? You know how when you get your subtool, you kind of go like this, and then it just becomes one, and it's just one big mesh? Do you know if there's any button that's like, hey, my mesh is interacting or intersecting, but don't merge it?
It doesn't merge it.
Look, check it out. Check it out.
Unless you dynamesh it.
No, look. That's what I mean. So I need her hands to overlap, right? Then they go, whop.
Well, yeah, that's because so it's mirroring.
Learning
this,
time.
Right?
Yep.
So there's an invisible line right in the center here. And if you rotate beyond that point, your only way to rotate back out is to have this in a separate subtool, and that as a separate subtool, and then do it one at a time, because once it crosses that midsection, it's just going to smear whatever's in the middle outwards, because it's mirroring based on that.
You're saying if this is a separate subtool here, not subtool. So you're saying it has to be a separate subtool and they won't mesh?
No. If you want them to cross over, but you still want to adjust this afterwards, you have to do it one at a time. You can't do it simultaneously. You can't mirror it if it crosses that.
Okay. I was always wondering that, but I never asked that question. Alright, can do. Hey Ollie and Kyle, thank you guys very much again for being patient with us. Really appreciate it. Okay, so for now I'll just slightly leave that there. Hey Tangerine.
To be honest, I think to reach the level of production where you can 3D print something like a character that's just like a really, really high quality figure that's ready to be sold, I think it's a long way away, man, from any of the home style printers. Not with a lot of work. That's kind of the truth of it. I haven't seen one printer yet that's I mean, the tricky thing is, man, is that a lot of people, or especially a lot of the 3D printing guys, what they will use to show you to be like, hey man, our printer's the absolute best, is like some really kind of rudimentary stuff. It can look complicated, but in the printing world, it's actually not, and it doesn't really give you a good kind of like window into what you really are going to get. It's not until you kind of like really start posing some crazy stuff and doing some really crazy details and trying to print those pieces out and having a look at them and just being like, can I sell this just like that you really get an understanding of how far behind, or how far behind they actually are. Especially if you get like a finished product toy from the store and you look at it, you look at your 3D printed one, it's vastly different. Obviously there's lots of work that goes into one, but I'm just meaning in terms of like, straight off the printer, looking at it, you can see the layers. It's going to need sanding, it's going to need cleaning, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a long time before we get rid of that. And I think with like the Envision Tech stuff, man, you really need to kind of like, you basically be holding it like right here. What do I got? You could basically be holding this head and just looking at it from like this distance, and you will almost see nothing. It's almost ready to go. But if you've got something off like a Form 2 and you were holding it here, you'd be able to see clearly all the build lines, and you'd see that it's a lot of work to actually be sold. So yeah, I won't be convinced for a long time, but that's just my opinion, man. I mean, there's probably people out there who are totally, happy with it. A lot of the garage kit market is really, they don't really care about a lot of that stuff because they like to do all the cleaning up and polishing and stuff themselves. But for it's funny. So IHaztoys is basically catering to a couple of those markets, but we're going to be catering less to the market that wants to clean everything up and do everything themselves. So we're still going to have a few of those cards whenever we make a new toy. We're still going to have maybe like 10 or 15 copies, something like that, that are just straight off kind of unpainted casts that people can kind of clean up and they can work on and they can paint it themselves and all that stuff. But for the most part, we're going to be moving straight into selling a figure that it comes in a nice box, you open it up and it's ready to go. That's painted and everything. That's really where we're headed, because most people, that's what they want.
It's looking ridiculous. Hey, meow, Sparky. I get some references here real quick. If I pause, it's because I'm looking at stuff.
Hey Meow Sparky, I haven't said hello to anybody. Hey Inksy, hey Bidante, all the people from our stream. It's been a long time. I'm a little bit behind in the introductions. It's still sinking in that we're actually streaming again.
I know, it's crazy, eh?
We've had so much work to do, man. It's been insane. This move really kind of like knocked us down and yeah, man, just so behind. So we're playing catch up.
Alright, just for my own sanity. It has been a while.
S Blake 73. Sorry, that was. I don't actually know what printers that head was printed on. But as far as I know, it's a bit of a combination. That's all the information I have.
Maybe Dante says he's offering to make a sandwiches as a job. I reckon that's a good offer. Do you handle any of the packaging for shipping?
We don't make the packaging, but we do all the collector's edition figures, they're shipped to us, and we open them up and we throw some special goodies inside, and we sign the sculpts and then we ship them on. But all the packaging the packaging is designed by us, and then we get it made and everything like that. It's funny because we're actually talking about doing more and more and more of it by ourselves, which is kind of odd, but I don't know. It's something that we've been thinking about anyway. We kind of want to reach the point where we're almost handling as much of the production as possible.
Yeah.
Aside from actually pouring the molds and casts ourselves, which it's just honestly, man, right now this is the bottom line. Honestly, right now it's too expensive. It would take too much time and take essentially too much money to do that, because the margin on selling a figure is like, it's literally tiny, because we can only do really, really small runs. So, you know, we just got to take our time and work our way up to producing bigger and bigger runs, and just see how that goes. It's one thing to make just like one cool thing and have your friends buy it and support it, but it's the other to try and like make a business out of it and you know, and live like month to month. It's a totally different ball game at that point. So we're just trying to balance all of those things out, and work out, you know, trying to find that sweet spot between doing as much as we can ourselves and only you know, farming out the bits that we know that, you know, somebody else has spent their time developing their business and really kind of honed their craft and getting really good at doing that specific thing, and we would rather pay those artisans to do their thing. It's the same thing for a lot of our painters. You know, we've got a painter in we've got one in Taiwan, we've got a painter in Europe, we've got a painter it's also a painter in the States. We're just, you know, we're just kind of building relationships with people all over the place, you know, whose work we really, really like, and we're just trying to create something, a little network of contacts that, you know, we can use to make cool stuff, essentially.
Oh hey, Amy Dante, you asked is this character a part of like Tora and the team? No, this is a completely separate, maybe even like a one-off, almost like Baby Panda Face. You guys go to Twitter and type in Swimsuit Succubus. This is who the sculpt is for. I absolutely wanted to do it. He fell asleep, by the way. Right?
Yeah. Oh, not anymore.
He's like, me? Are you, me? By the way, the first like, maybe first like 80% of the sculpt looks like complete crap. What do you guys know? How do you prepare your ZBrush files before setting up for 3D print? Do you handle any of the keying, etc.? Or the 3D printing company handles this?
No worries. So
yeah, feel free to ask as many questions as you guys want, by the way.
it really depends on the company you work with. For example, when I was sculpting collectibles at Weta, we handled everything ourselves. So we had to cut and key everything. And when I was doing sculptures, for miniatures and doing board game sculptures for the last so many years, I cut and key absolutely everything myself. But now, the partners that we use, we don't have to do any cutting and keying, which is great. It just saves me so much time. I can just carry on sculpting and just doing the good stuff. Cutting and keying is really important, by the way, but it gives me time, or it gives both of us time to just get into the routine of just banging out sculptures, as opposed to kind of getting bogged down with the technicalities.
I wonder if that's actually a pretty bad idea, because it's hollow. No. Not gonna do that. Irsa. What I typed. Hey bro, Mocha. Yeah man, it's been ages. That move just really put us in a bad spot. Sucked. What kind of machine are you using? Oh, you're talking to... Okay. Don't mind me, I won't interrupt that conversation. Oh, she's using her doggy as a pillow.
Is this old?
No, this is morning. I took all your cups away. So Troy's just constantly drinking tea and coffee at all times, and so he had an assortment of like 4 or 5 different cups, literally like pop, 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 pop. And he just drank one that was like maybe 3 days old, and he just looked at me and was just like...
I was like, I think that was the wrong cup.
But then he always looks at me like, is this one old? Dude, I have no idea. Don't know.
Yeah, I'm not badass enough to handle 3-day-old coffee or tea, man. I think it was like minutes away from forming that like thin layer of mold on the top.
Icky.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay, so we're going with no nostrils on this piece.
Just leave it without for now.
Okay. Oh man, I need a haircut. I'm like constantly doing this thing. No, thing. I'm telling you, man, I actually genuinely miss my French because it was in my face. Oh, so check this out. The concept I'm working off of is here. If I zoom this in, blow it up, you can see that we've created her. We had this. We always have this sort of like discussion to see, because Troy, of course, has kind of developed this hazardous type style. It's like a really nice, stylized, but realistic features type characters. But with this one, you can see that she doesn't have any nostrils. Her eyes are really big and they're quite flat. So you've got this. We've always going in between being like, do we want to do this more anime, which is flat eyes and big, and there's no nostrils, and there's just this little baby indication of a nose, and the lips are almost just sort of indicated. So it's better. It looks a bit odd if you mishmash it. So if you've got like anime eyes, but like nostrils, it's always a little bit odd. But you know, who knows? Maybe at the end of the sculpt, she's got nostrils and eyeballs, and not sure. So we'll just see where it goes. But I think we're gonna start with it going a bit more anime for this piece. Hey, Mr. Throat, welcome back. Oh yeah, man. Jason and I really like Persona, so that's cool that you said it. I'll tell him you said that. Oh, thank you, Mr. Throat. We missed you guys very much. I know that we've been gone for such a long time, but it was just a series of unfortunate events. I wish I could show you guys the dog, man. She looks really cute right now. This is
Wait,
really...
I'll do it.
Okay. You gotta zoom right in though. What? I just messed up your camera. But you can't see her face. Look at that. Sleepy puppy. Super cute. Yeah, I'm gonna try the anime eyes approach. Gonna look a bit weird for a while. Oh, last thing I saw you say, Mr. Throat, was hey guys, or hey MB Dante, hey Gibbon. I do not know the difference between LOL and Dota chat. This looks so silly in the beginning stages, man, I swear. Old Phoenix. Welcome in Pixelogic. That's gotta be an oxymoron, right? Cold Phoenix? And Phoenix is like made out of fire. I wonder what that guy feels like. Like he got gypped. Like, damn it, I'm supposed to be a Phoenix, but I am really cold. Whose idea was that? Are painted wrens still looking good for shipping this quarter? Looking forward to getting mine. Ooh! Zintar, thank you so much for ordering a painted wren. There's lots of good news. I'm very excited. Do you want to go over that, Troy?
Yeah, I was hoping to have some pictures for you guys really soon. Production, all the paint jobs, well, actually let's go back a step. The only reason why it's delayed is because our master paint job got lost in the post, which was just a nightmare. But it showed up just randomly out of nowhere after about 2 months or something like that. It just showed back up. Nobody could tell us where it was. You know, we paid for a courier, we did all the right things, but at the end of the day, they were just like, "I'm sorry, man, it's stuck in customs, and we can't kind of get access to it." So it's just like, oh my god. Anyway, it just showed up back at our house, and once we got everything moved to this place, we shipped it straight off again. Repackaged it and shipped it straight off again to our painter to make 40 or 50 copies. I can't remember exactly how many. And it's happening right now, so we should have pictures any day of what those paint jobs. It actually looks even better than the master paint job, which is awesome. We actually worked really hard to you know, and I think we iterated maybe like 3-4 times on the face to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it to get it to where, you know, how we want it to actually look. So yeah, paint jobs run away. It should be, I don't know, man, maybe What month is this? I can't even remember. It's just about May. Yeah,
It
let's
is
see
May.
where we're at. Let's see where we're at. Like maybe in a week or two. We should have some news before then, with regards to like delivery times. Hey, Eastbright, how's it going, man?
Oh, Eastbright. Hi. We've been talking about you in the Discord.
Hey, Chng127.
Again, if any of you guys that are tuning in have any questions for us, please feel free to just go for it. That's what we're both here for. That's what makes it so cool, having this sort of dynamic duo, is that one person can kind of work and whatnot while the other person answers questions. Those are really thick. Aw, I hope you feel better, man. Oh yeah, my block up. I always feel a little bit like scared that you guys can see what I'm doing when I block things in, and yeah. It's always fun watching Troy's stuff because when he blocks stuff in, he already knows where it needs to go and he already knows what it needs to look like. But for me, even if it's totally bad and it's totally off and it looks awful, as long as I get it in place, that's all I care about. So it makes me nervous when people watch because I bet you can be like, wow, that's really ugly. But you know, you guys know what the end product looks like, so at least that's my saving grace. Bare minimum. Like, I guarantee you this entire face is gonna change. New to ZBrush core, not sure yet what move topological. Oh, sorry, is so move top. You know what? You're better at describing things. You want to like, if I describe what I think move topological is, it will be wrong because I'm describing what I think it does. But Troy down below will be like, here's the facts. So.
Well, but you've got the ZBrush open. It's basically if you've got two subtools and they're really close together and you have move topological on and you just want to move like one away from the other, if you just use the move tool, it will grab all the mesh and it will move both of those things. But if you use move topological where you touch your stylus to the screen or your tablet, it will lock onto that topology only and it will just move one away from the other.
Yeah, what he said.
It's really helpful.
It's my favorite brush, I think. I think we were asked in an interview what your favorite ZBrush brush was. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, move topological. My favorite one. So something that I'm going to be doing a lot now that we're streaming again is taking breaks. I've noticed that I can get really kind of what's the word? Like burnt out really quickly when I just sit here for 4 hours, because when I'm not streaming, I don't do that. I get up, I go get something to eat, something to drink, interact with the dogs, do something, and so when we're sitting here streaming for so long, I just kind of. So every once in a while, I'm just gonna get up, stretch, have a conversation with you guys, ask some questions, whatever, and then get back to it. Because I think that's way better to continue your positive workflow. Hey, Tama. What was I doing? I think I need to take a picture of me doing this, by the way, Troy.
I need to take a picture?
Yeah, I think definitely need to take a picture. Just so I understand what's going on here. Mandalore OP. Welcome to Fix Logic. This is like, the beginning phase can be so annoying for me because I see it and I don't like it, but you have to push through it in order for it to end up looking like something eventually. Eventually looks like something. Okay, so it's like... Boxing record. It tends to happen sometimes. I'm like, hey, could you take a picture of my arm? And next thing I know, he's just like posing some high fashion shoots of himself, taking selfies, you know.
My favorite pastime. Making duck face selfies for my secret Instagram account. I've got like 1.6 billion followers.
Secret's out. Not touching. Not touching. It makes me really nervous when I look over and I see you looking at the stream.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not looking at the stream. I'm looking at myself. Trying to check myself out just to make sure I look good. I couldn't keep a straight face. I've got to like up my skill level. I'm gonna be able to like keep that going for a long time. Stay like dead serious.
What's a good way to handle topology that I have to sneeze? No, it didn't happen. What's a good way to handle topology that ends up coming to a point like a tail or a horn when blocking out low subdivisions? So when you're blocking something out and something gets a little bit odd topologically and it's not where you want it, dude, I just ZBrush it. ZBrush it and then pull it again so that there's enough polys to get that shape without coming to this weird point. So I always, when I'm blocking it, I just continuously ZBrush. Just to be sure that when I get to the point where I'm sculpting on it, there's enough topology to work on it properly. Any tips for making hands? Do you make a finger subtool and duplicate or sculpt individually? I usually use a base mesh, so at least it's like a really shorty base mesh, but I actually sculpt all of my fingers individually only because most of the time when I actually start to sculpt the hands, it's posed. It's in some sort of something that'd be really hard to duplicate over. So if you're talking about like a game model, what do you reckon, Troy? If someone's doing a game model and the hand is like in the default hand pose, what do you do? Duplicate over?
Yeah, I just generally just unwrap one finger and just duplicate that over. Separate out the UVs afterwards, and then yeah, just sculpt on it. Duplicate that finger.
No, I should probably say. I'm gonna get some other reference open. Alright, so even though the proportions are nowhere where I want them, I'm gonna just start blocking in other things so I can see what it's looking like. Well, I actually should probably build this differently, but... Whoa, I think the playlist stopped. Guys, this rest of the stream for the next 3 hours is going to be in silence. So I'm going to try this. Monster Cat has got a stream that they play music on. So I'll try this. I don't know if I like the music. I already hate the music. Alright, I can roll with this. Oh no, I hate this. Nope, nope. Boop. I'll just restart that. Just restart. No one will know.
Hey Ocean Wave, how's it going?
I don't see. Oh, hey Ocean Wave, how's it going? Oh yeah, these are the wings. They're done. Finished. Ship it. You know what I'm thinking about right now? Like one of the only things I'm thinking about right now?
Sushi?
Oh, that's a good one. But no. Yes, but no.
Yes, but nah.
Neo. I really just want to go and play some Neo. Real bad. Like, real bad. If I make us a really good, like, lunch or dinner, can I just go play some Neo for a bit? Right.
Stream's over.
I was talking about later
Layna wants
after
to go
this.
play games.
Yeah, sorry Pixelogic, I really appreciate you guys like having us here and part of the crew and you know all this stuff, but you know, video games. Speaking of, I'm gonna take a sip from my cup. I was watching Shay's VOD when she first got some. Thank you very much. ZBrush sent us some really cool. Is it called swag? Called swag? Yeah. That word always baffles me.
Yeah, this is super obvious. I'm just going to take a sip from my. I actually don't have my cup here. My ZBrush cup.
You got a huge cup, man. I say not that like they put your name on it, but I know that that's your cup.
Yeah.
I was watching Shay's stream and she was like, I'm going to take a sip from my cup. And I laughed. But yeah, thank you guys at Pixelogic. This is a very tiny cup, which is cool because I almost never finish my drinks. So.
Bananas on her pillow.
Oh, how did she know? So we can't say our dog's name anymore because when we say her name, she'll be like, "What? Me? Yes. What's up? I'm here. What do you need?" And so we came up with a nickname, Banana. So when we say Banana, she won't like get up and be alert. I think she knows what banana is now. I think she knows when you're looking at her as well. Oh yes, Sparky, thanks. You know what? I feel like that's unless I'm making a creature base mesh, I usually just get a sphere and just really mush it around until I feel comfortable with it, even if it is just really crazy looking. Sometimes it doesn't always work in the end though. Shay is awesome, man. I love watching her streams. I'm burping.
I wish I could show you guys what I'm working on, but
Oh, you can? Here, check this out. You ready?
no, I can't. I can't.
Oh, it's one of those.
My God.
thought it was like a. I wish you could see it. That was really close.
No.
He's working on
Absolutely not.
Sorry, he's working on some really cool stuff, man. It looks so awesome, man. Looks so good. That would have been hilarious.
It wouldn't have been very hilarious for the clients.
Yeah. When I'm really excited, my brain tends to not really work that well. I think I might use Z spheres for this, but I don't. Not Z spheres. Yeah, Z spheres. But I don't. Let's see if I can just mush a ball. Kind of curious if I can stand it. Man, the last time I did a tail, everyone had so many problems with where I placed it. That's not where the tail goes. It doesn't make any sense. As if humans have tails. Oh, thanks for me.
That's cool, Azarian. You listen to the podcast. I think we're going to be doing another one really soon.
I was saying, sorry, I was going to say bye to MV Dante real quick. Thanks for hanging out, MV Dante. Really appreciate it, and we'll be streaming next week, or I'm gonna hope. We're just catching up with some stuff, and we don't want to do full-time streams yet until we've got everything sorted out. So we are fully dedicated to you guys. And IHaztoys. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Nice to be streaming with you again.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
Yeah, man, I'm really stoked to be doing another podcast soon. I really miss doing that with you guys, and I don't know what's going on here. Oh, figured it out.
We got lots to kind of catch up on.
Oh god, yeah.
Gavin's like making a video game. We didn't really do anything. Lol. And that's about it. That's the whole podcast done. Nah, I think there's going to be a lot for us to catch up on and talk about.
See, I think that I don't know why I'm not that kind of person, but when people try to, it depends. It depends on the realm that you're working in and the setting and if it's a game, you know? But when you just make a character and it's like a figurine or you just make something just to look cool and people are like, that armor would never work. If that overlapped on that piece, she couldn't bend her blah blah, and then there's no way that if she moved her lateral function of the left shoulder ventricle, like, dude, it looks cool. Can we just do that? I don't know. I'm just that kind of person, you know. Then again, I like boob armor, so, you know. I think when you do, however, make something that does make sense, it's pretty cool. Like, good on you, man. But I don't think that's something you should really force or push on artists. I think that's silly. Unless you want to. Unless you're like, hey, I want to understand how I can make this work in reality. How do? Oops, no, 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 no. Oh. Oh, I did that thing where I pressed the wrong button. I was pressing it too fast. Okay.
I got something. I got a little tidbit to raise while we're talking about 3D printing for characters and stuff like that. Even when you're sculpting like an insanely detailed character, like insanely detailed, like a Warcraft orc or something like that. You know, so you've got like hundreds of subtools, and each one of those subtools could be like really highly detailed. At the end of the day, being like, oh, you know, it's like I'm needing to like subdivide my subtools up to like 7 or 8 to be able to get the detail and stuff like that. Man, at the end of the day, that's that like chunk that is going to be printed on the print bed. That's going to be cut and keyed up, and that one little chunk is going to be decimated to shit, man. It doesn't go in with all of your millions and millions of polygons, right? It gets decimated down to a really kind of like lowish number. So yeah, man, all those millions and millions of polygons aren't really going to be retained, and it's not really as important as the definition of the detail that you're sculpting. And what I kind of mean by that is that if you were like carving some lines into a rock.
Well, someone. It might be. I'll be right back.
If you were carving some like details into a rock, for example, my dog might actually lose her mind. Actually, didn't. So if you're carving details into a rock, imagine there's like a big crack in the middle of the rock or something like that, and you carve that line in there with dam standard or something like that, but then you want actual details inside that line. You know, if you just grab dam standard by itself and you just carve that thing, you'll see that it's just basically flat, and those newly created faces that are kind of like pushed into the rock, this edge here won't kind of have any detail. Now you want to subdivide it so that you can actually put detail on that edge. All of that stuff, man, is kind of neither here nor there. At the end of the day, that's what I was trying to say.
So one of them has my name on it. Did you order something that big?
No, I did not.
Okay, I did, but it's got your name on it. So, do you know what your birthday gift is?
No.
Okay, 'cause
So am I supposed to open that right now?
No, I think it just has your name on it, but I think it's your... Don't check your email ever again until your birthday. You shouldn't even see what that is. I should just get...
Both animals are there just like checking out this new box.
Wait, it says toner cartridge. You sure you didn't order anything?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, I know what that is, dude.
What is it? Do you have to mute it?
It's the Final Fantasy PS4.
Oh! Oh my god. Sorry, yeah, fixed logic. Hi Lindsay, welcome. So let me just go through what I'm about to say before I start doing this. So Troy and I have been looking to get another PS4 for a really long time because we both want to play Dark Souls at the same time in co-op. There's not going to be another Dark Souls. And we both want to play Final Fantasy essentially at the same time, right? I'm so excited. And a few weeks ago, there was a Final Fantasy 15 Special Edition 1 TB PS4 that came with Final Fantasy 15, and it was like $400. We were like, dude, no way, no way, that's impossible. This is so cool, but I don't know if we should do it. Do we have the money? I don't know. And a day later, it was gone. It was gone. And so we went to like 3EB Games. We're like, dudes, do you guys have it? They're like, no, it's never gonna happen again. And I looked online, and the Final Fantasy 15 editions of the PS4 are like 600 to like $1,000, or they don't exist, whatever. And Troy found one on Trade Me for $425, and I was like, yep, and I bought it. So it's there. Final Fantasy 15 PS4 has arrived, and I'm really excited because we really like video games and we really like Final Fantasy. So that's my side story. I knew you were lurking because I just felt your presence in my body. It was like, oh, Lindsay's here.
Hey, Lindsay. And that's weird, the chat's like way over on that monitor for me. I'm like, yeah.
Hi Layna, you made the base mesh that you use in this model, or can I find it in ZBrush? I did make this base mesh. It's actually really shoddy, but it keeps getting better, I think. With the more projects I work on, it improves a bit. But yes, this one I made myself. It's very cold out there. Hey! Let's show you. I'm gonna sit in my lap. Come on then. Okay, so I blocked in basically just about all of it except for her clothing. Her face is just a horrible mess, my god. Would you mind closing the door and putting on the heater, if you don't mind? Because I can just hear the doggo, and it's so cold, man. It went from like a really nice summer to winter in a matter of 48 hours. Dude, it's super cold. I'm wearing like 2 pairs of socks, some booties, and pants. I don't really like the cold weather, I mean, it's pretty crap when it's hot, but I think I prefer when it's sunny outside.
But it is sunny outside, it's just freezing.
It doesn't look like a nice sunny, it just looks like if there's light. Okay, so I could potentially block in her little outfit, but her body proportions are nowhere near where they need to be. I guess I'll just do it anyway. Actually, we haven't gotten the back view for this yet. So I'm just gonna guess at what's happening. Does some sort of like crisscross? I've never worn a micro bikini. I don't really know how.
I have.
Oh, here we go. Give me some pointers on
If
that.
you need any tips or tricks on how to wear a micro bikini, man, I got you. Don't worry.
Hey man, how does the back of a micro bikini work? Where does it attach to? I see you wearing them all the time, so I figured maybe I should ask you.
Well, it depends on the style, see?
Oh dear.
So basically there's like a little ring back there. See like the ring that's at the front?
So it's gonna be like right here, kind of in the center of the back.
Yeah.
So it's like holding it together right there, and then. So are the undies really high or something?
Fairly. Yeah.
I would not want this up my butt.
Doesn't have to be that high. That's pretty crazy what you got going on there.
What's because then this will go.
That's like sumo wrestler crazy.
Okay, okay. It's just that it doesn't make sense where this line goes. So it goes here, and this should go. Okay.
Susu sent you a bunch of pictures, man. Just
Right
check
now?
those out.
What? No, not of this outfit specifically. Oh, she might have sent me one today. Let me see. Alright, show you. He's ready. Do I have a back view of this? Oh, kind of. Oh, no. Okay, show you. Figure it out, man. Welcome back to our streams. Okay, you know what? I'll just have to build it. I think what I'm gonna do though is build it all not touching each other so that I can have some like overlapping stuff. So if this was just undies, I would... Whoop. I'll just try that. Seems like Banana's having a good time just sniffing the ground over there.
I'll have to get up soon because I'll knock this outside.
Guess we can get rid of this.
I'll be back in a second.
Whoop. Alright. Oh yes, guys, so like I said, we've just now started streaming again, and wow. It's back. I don't know what that's coming from. where that's coming from. Hopefully it stops, because last time I had to completely restart my computer for that to stop. Sorry if that's killed anybody's ears. No clue. Just assume that when Troy and I stream. I don't know, guys. I don't know. No, there's no cell phone around us. If it's not super loud for you guys, I'm just gonna leave it. But if it's really loud, I've got to stop, because it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know. I've never come across that ever. Never happened to me, and I've never heard it until I needed to stream today. So it's a bit of a shame because I have no idea what the heck it is. Maybe I'll have Troy look at it when he comes back. Hopefully it's like. I'm just touching all the things. Don't know. Yeah, just assume. Really annoying. Something always goes wrong with our streams, man. Every time. Most of the time it's things that we don't know it's happening or where it's coming from or how to fix it. No, we don't have a surge protector. Maybe it works now. Oh. Maybe I fixed it. Check, check, check. Alright. This is what our life is all about. Alright, let's just see how it goes. Thank you guys at Pixelage for being so patient. The regulars at IHaztoys streaming channel knows what's up. All the time. Hopefully it won't buzz. I'll see if we can check on that after the stream, see what's going on. Now it seems like we're alright. Actually, I've already messed this up. Okay, let's try that again. This VOD is definitely going to be embarrassing, I reckon. We've been watching it like, oh my god. What is even going on? Okay. Good. Go on. That's better. What's everyone working on about that? Oh, dude, 3D printed. Thank you so much. Absolutely. We are more than okay with you sharing our links, as long as it's okay with Pixelogic, of course. Do you find blocking clothes so early on makes sculpting the anatomy pose more difficult later on the sculpt? Sometimes. I think it's really hard for me to envision where the anatomy problems are unless I have the clothes on. So lots of times I'll put on the clothes and I'll like look at it and know that it looks wrong, so then I'll just take off all the clothes and fix it and put the clothes back on. It's maybe an odd way of doing it, but I feel like I could be fiddling with the anatomy for such a long time, thinking that it's right, put on the clothes and be like, wow, that's not how it should be. Because if you can see this like, I mean, if you look, not if you can see, of course you can see. there's lots of chub and all this sort of stuff going on, and I feel like my mind won't be able to wrap around what's going on unless I sort of get the clothes on there. Like, there's lots of compression and it's pressing on her boobs quite a lot. And I find that I would probably make the boobs really big and really nice and voluptuous, but only to know that they have to be pressed down. So it kind of gets me in the right headspace sooner than later. We actually don't print out any of our own stuff. We use a place called Ownage. But we are kind of wanting to get one for our own, just to kind of like see size-wise and shape, and if things came out properly. Lots of the time, if you're sculpting, you don't know if what you've sculpted detail-wise will come out properly in print. Which, if it doesn't come out properly in print, then it definitely won't come out properly in the mold. So I think we're looking into it, but for now we go with Ownage. We printed it ourselves, the quality would not be the same at all. my. Mmm. I'll see if I can noodle some stuff around the back if it happens again, which it will. It's like the most epic way to break my concentration. Like in it, and then it's like zzz. Wait a second. Don't like that sound. Yeah, that goes. Hey! Let's have a dog break. Like that. Doggy break! Come on. Hello. Oh, you're pulling my hair. It's so long. Oh, you brought back the bees, eh? Look, check this out. Check this out. You guys ready for this? Okay. Alright, Maneki, come here. Sit. Sit. Cool. Sit. Go get the ball. Here, girl, come. Here, girl, sit. 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 Go get it. Bring it. Thank you. Sit. Sit. High five. Yeah, here you go. Welcome so much, monsters. Sorry, we're having a little bit of electrical interference. I'm not quite sure where it's coming from, but if it gets too annoying for you guys, I'll see about restarting. Keeps on coming and going. Hey, what's the check mark by your name for? I've seen that someone else with it, I think. What is that? I'm telling you, man, I've got no cell phones next to me. There's no cell phones anywhere in this room. Promise. There's still some interference. There's like, it was gone for quite some time, but when you left, it started acting up again. Maybe you can look into it or something. Thank you. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a snack break. Troy made us lovely snack. So if you guys can just give me a minute to eat this up, we'll maybe have a bit of a conversation or something. But my stream is like starts at 12:30, so it's right around lunchtime. And I eat breakfast and then I stream. So then when it hits lunchtime, I've just got to eat on the stream. I'll talk to Troy about the technical interference, maybe what we can do about it. But yeah, just maybe like a 2-3 minute break. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Is it still happening while I was gone? Crunch, crunch. Yep. Still happening, man. Guarantee people are like, nah, I'm not gonna hang out in this stream, this is dumb. Oh, you got your wisdom teeth out. Are you okay? I'm so scared of getting my wisdom teeth out, man. No, I'm just avoiding it at all costs. Gross. Hmm. Okay, hang on. Check, check. Huh, I can even hear the music. Nah, sorry, I think if the sound is bothering everybody, I might have to restart. I've never heard it before in my entirety of streaming for like a year. Um, I really don't know what's happening. I'm really sorry, guys. I think there's something going on within the computer itself, because it's not the headphones, and it's not Troy. I guess his headphones are off. So, you know, very shoddy stream today. Really, really sorry. But I can restart it if it's bothering people. My restarting the beginning of the stream seemed to work well. So if you guys want me to do that, it's no problem. So I guess it fixed logic. See if we can sort this out for hopefully it won't happen during Troy's stream, but we'll see if we can sort it out for next week as well. Okay, yeah, if you guys aren't bothered, then it's all good. I feel like the sound's going inside my brain. Ah, it's like hurting my teeth. And it kills me every time. And you guys, yeah, again, the first time streaming in a really long time, so hopefully by next stream we'll get things a bit sorted, even though I don't even know what to look for. Very odd thing that's happening. Weird thing is that before I started streaming today, when I was checking everything was good to go. It was cool. But it wasn't until I pressed the start stream button and it all of a sudden started acting a bit odd. I wonder if it would have anything to do with OBS or something. Doesn't sound right, but maybe. Thank you. Pambu City. Welcome. Hey? Dude, that's a nice one. I like the influx.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can everyone hear Troy? Yeah, man, I'll have to. Maybe it's the headphones. I don't know. It's so weird, man. It's been. I've never heard it. How long have we had these headphones? Hey? How long have we had these headphones?
I don't know. A year, maybe?
Yeah, man, I've never heard that sound before. Alright, let's get to it. Let's all just pretend the buzz doesn't exist. What's up? You know what? Even though I was a bit like different in opinion with Ghost in the Shell, when Ian Flux the movie came out, I was like, I'm never gonna see that movie because it's never gonna be like the real Ian Flux anime. So I never saw it, but from what I heard, it was awful. Then again, back in the day, I don't think movies were definitely not as good as they are now, technology-wise. So it looked pretty bad to me. I don't know, maybe you guys liked it.
I can't hear you, by the way, but it's okay. Don't do anything about it.
Man, what?
As long as the stream can hear you, it's all good.
And in the stream, can you guys hear Troy?
What?
I said, can you guys hear Troy? Let's see. Check. You hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I fixed something. Man, Aki's been so content today. I'm really proud of her. With sculpting, and now when I try to do anything, it just draws another tool. How do I get back to sculpt? With sculpting, and now when I try to do anything, it just draws another tool. Oh, try pressing either clear, Control N, sometimes it bugs out, or you can just press T. So if you're T, you're like, oh, like that. So then I just clear it, drag it once, press T, and now you're working on your subtool. I think that should work. How come 2 people just answered or asked the same thing? Oh! I see. You guys watching 2 streams at once, eh? Okay. Slowing down a bit. So I guess let's get back on the face, the hair. We've sort of blocked things in. So this is essentially all one piece, so I think what I want to do is draw it up from the head. Hey 00731, welcome to the Pixelogic channel. I think she likes to bathe herself a lot. Every time I look at her, she's just cleaning herself. Like, are you talking about me?
That's good. She's self-conscious, man. She wants to make sure that she looks awesome when we next put her on the camera.
That's cute. She's like, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, thank you. Ahead. Thank you, Ellie Gamer. Ellie... Ellie Gamer Man. X.
Eli?
I read it, Ellie. I suck. I got banana on my wake up. I swear I'm a boy. My goodness. So Meowsparky, I know that you kind of asked this earlier, but you had asked something like, my jaw hurts after hearing that buzzing noise. Weird. Something I think it was along the lines of like, does it mess you up anatomically and stuff like that by blocking clothes in too early? I kind of feel like that about hair. I'll block in the hair in a very, very, very horrible way just to get something on her head, but then I'll go back and more than likely I'll just completely rebuild it. And maybe even sometimes I'll rebuild it to look more in the direction I want it to look, and then after I do like another pass, I'll maybe even remake it again, or try a different way of making it to make it look a little bit better when it's finalized. Hey, SK87. Missed you too, man. I missed a lot of you guys. Not streaming felt weird, but now it feels weird to stream again, to be honest. But I'm excited. We've got a lot of things in store for IHaztoys, man. And we're just like on the precipice, man. We're just waiting for some things to go through, and then we'll get to tell you guys the changes. The very cool changes. So you do hair last? No, it really just depends on what I'm feeling. You know, if I don't want to work on something, I'm like, I don't know how to do that right now, or I don't really like, it really just depends on what I feel like doing. I feel like hair is a really vital part for me in the face, so I'll usually probably end up working on it fairly soon. Maybe I'll build the hair and I'll try something and then I don't like how it looks, so I'll just like trash it and do something else. Troy's got a really much more delicate, a nicer way of blocking things in, I think. I think I'd do it too fast, but I think I work quickly at the beginning because I haven't developed the ability to have foresight yet, to know what it's supposed to look like, to know what I know what I will do, and what it will look like when I'm done with it. So I think the quicker I block it in, the quicker I'm able to see all my mistakes and fix it as soon as possible. But I know if you guys watch Troy and what he does, he knows exactly what he's doing. In my opinion, at least. He'll probably say he has no idea what he's doing, but you can just tell every movement he makes on his model, it's for a reason. Half the time I'm just trying it because I don't know if it's going to look good or not, and that's fine. Yeah, that's alright. I think the models that I make tend to not make any sense or look even decent at all until the last like 10%. Sounds like he said chugging out the coleslaw. I love how he's still barking, man. The puppy's being really naughty these days. Given. That was a really fun journey, man. I loved working on Keiko. I'm so glad with how she turned out. What tablet do you use? You okay?
Yeah, that's right.
For the longest time, I used an Intuos 3, large, and then I got myself a Wacom Intuos 4, the black one, and I missed my 3 a lot. And Lindsay comment, I went over to Lindsay's house one day and I saw that she had one, and I freaked out, and so we did a trade. I have her tablet now. But then we have these Cintiqs now, so I use a Cintiq. Joy was using a Cintiq, but his busted quite recently. Speaking of, I gotta get on that. But right now I'm using a Cintiq, Wacom Cintiq. See, that was the hair that I just blocked in, and I know this is probably not going to be the end game hair, but at least you can tell what my thought was. I was like, hey, I gotta just lay on this crap, but it'll most likely change. Let's delete this because we don't need this. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, I think they are. I'll just have to look into it and see what they're going to say. No, Wacom is very good. I actually my Cintiq hasn't given me any problems, so I don't really know why he's busted. So I wouldn't not recommend Wacom. I think they're great. Do you like the Cintiq over the Wacom? Well, Wacom are the people who make the Cintiqs. So Intuos are the tablets. So I don't know. I really like the tablets. That's how I've learned how to sculpt. But I will say that working with a Cintiq feels really good. Like if someone gave me the choice, it's this or this, I'd always pick a Cintiq. But it doesn't make me a better sculptor or anything like that. It just feels good. It's like not so much of a disconnect between the screen and what you're working on, you know. Like I can like get in it, you know what I mean? It feels really cool. It's kind of cool having Maneki in here, man. Oh, I can't hear you. Hey, are you muted or anything? Hold on. Say something? Oh, it must be your Discord. Just what I've been doing is closing Discord and then loading it again. It was working before. Yeah, just exit Discord. No, go flip it up and down, or just wake it up or something. No. It was working fine a moment ago, then you just weren't talking. Can any of you guys hear Troy?
That's alright.
Oh, there it goes. I feel like the stream is just totally messing with us today. Kyle at Pixelogic, I promise we'll do better to get things sorted. If you watch our streams, you'll definitely see that this stuff happens all the time. I remember last time, I think we were dual streaming, eh? And then all of a sudden the videos just stopped. OBS was like, nah, I'm done. Don't want to do this anymore. Jesus.
Yeah, I just slammed that shit down.
I'm done drinking. Hey, Marku, big. Welcome in Pixelogic stream. Home of the good burger. Can I take your order? Man, that's such an old show. I'm so excited to be working off of Jason's concept, man. This is cool.
Sucks to hear he was having grief.
Dude!
That one dude.
Makes me so mad. How many of you guys in here have had like trouble with people ripping you off for projects that you did as an artist? Like you were commissioned to do something. Do you guys have any horror stories that you want to share? We have a really good mate of ours that I said mate, I never say that. We have a really good friend of ours that just posted about it. Totally ripped him off and didn't pay him. Ugh, it was horrible. You guys have any of those? Looks dumb from so many angles. Hey Troy, guess what?
Nah. What?
You can't do that.
Why?
It's like the #1 rule in improv. You're not allowed to deny someone. No, guess what? We've got a Final Fantasy 15 PS4.
Oh yeah, I know. I hope that's what's in that box.
Me too.
You're gonna open it and it's gonna be my birthday present. You're gonna be like, yeah, what is this?
Yeah. That's not what you were supposed to. My brother had a song stolen and published by another artist. People are jerks. Yeah, reading what he posted made me cringe really hard. Poor guy, man. He handled it so well. If that happened to either Troy or I or any of our friends knowingly, I'd be so upset. He kept us cool, man. That's insane. Okay. Oh, I just got my settings wrong. I must have just accidentally pressed something. As per usual. Not enough geometry in the face, man. I knew I was gonna have trouble with this. You guys are so quiet in here, eh?
That's good. Allows us to get work done.
Yeah. I think the head's way too small. He's throwing a bit of a fit now. sounds like a lot of fun, man. You're doing really well on that piece. And doing it really quickly. I wonder if I should just... Well. El Trampoline! Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the Pixelogic channel. T Marshall, thanks, man. It's got a long way to go. I appreciate that. I don't want to move the upper body yet because I don't want her face to be non-symmetrical. So it might look a little bit awkward, to be honest. I was asking Troy earlier how he would go about it, and he said that he would pose it right away. So you know someone is confident in the work. We've done it a handful of times to know what's up. If I pose this all right now, like including the face, oh god, so much more difficult. Face Unlimited. Welcome to Pixelogic channel. Gonna break this a bit. I think you guys are too nice. That's what I think. Yeah, I have used postable symmetry in the past. Whenever I'm done with everything, like sculpt wise. But I've run into some issues, so I made like Troy knows this better than anybody. I make a really odd habit of breaking things at the very beginning in the smallest of ways, and if I am not careful, I'm gonna have a really hard time before the sculpt is 7 isn't really even started. So I don't want to struggle with this piece because I made a mistake, which whenever I use posable symmetry, I just sign myself up for that, you know what I mean? Now, I won't really know how she's gonna look until I'm able to pose the top of her torso. It'll look a little bit strange until then, I reckon. I started from my base mesh. I'll show you guys. Probably not going to be that big of a difference, but ah. You always like pray to the gods of ZBrush whenever you're transposing things. Let's see where she started. Seven earlier? I guess we'll just... I don't have her covered up, but let's just hopefully be mature here. Okay, so pretty much this is where she started today. For the most part. You can see here I was referencing a lot of other bases and trying to get my shapes right. So I know if Troy's looking at it now, he's like, dude, look at banana. Look at banana. She did that one eye open, look at you thing. Oh no, she's coming over. Yeah, so I think it'll get there. She's got so much work to do. It's wrong in many ways, but you have to keep going, you know, you have to just go somewhere. Sorry guys, I think this playlist wasn't long enough. Not long enough. Getting some nice royalty-free music is a bit difficult, so I'll just pretend it doesn't exist. It's a nice background, you know. And who's the artist monitor at the bottom? Join the stream late. First time watching your stream. Make it a regular thing. So this isn't, just to be absolutely clear, this is not my personal stream. It's really, really cool that the creators, the people who made ZBrush is the program that I'm using right now to create this girl, and the creators of the program now have their own Twitch channel, which is what you're on now, which is the Pixologic stream. And the cool thing that they've done is they are having lots of other people who use ZBrush in their pipeline on their stream. So there's like a full-on schedule. So if you guys check out this link right here, I'll just switch to here. Whoop. pixology.com/ZBrush live, you will see that there's a whole bunch of other artists, and down below on their stream they've got a schedule, and lots of them do like really awesome stuff that just blows my mind. All sorts, shapes and sizes of things. So if you're interested, give them a follow, give them a like. Can't give people a like on Twitch, but you know. Yeah, but however, both me and my partner, to just clear that part up, my partner is Troy, known as Hazardous on the interwebs down below. That's him. He's been in the industry for 14 years. I've been in the industry for a little over 3. I'm still a huge noob. So if you want to like watch some really cool stuff, check out his stream. We haven't streamed for quite some time because we just finished moving, and then we didn't have any internet. We just got internet like pretty much a few days ago. But he's got a stream, Hazardous Arts, twitch.tv.com/hazardousarts, and I have my own Twitch stream channel that we will be starting next week. We are regular Twitch streamers, so you can follow me at Layna_Lazar, Twitch TV, and yeah. But you should definitely follow these guys because there's lots of other cool artists, lots of other cool things to offer on this channel. So I hope that clears up those questions. Troy, hello, wave, just so I know that you can hear me. Yeah, okay, he's alive. Alright, back to it. So there's this little weird kind of thing at the end of her tail. Also, we've had lots of technical difficulties on the channel today. So, I kind of feel annoyed and feel bad about that. That always happens if we don't stream for a long period of time. It's like when you don't run your car for too long, you know, it starts to give you trouble, but you don't know why. We've had some difficulties, but we got through, guys. We got through. Thanks, 3D printed. Troy's working on some freelance stuff right now, and it looks so cool. Really wish I could show you guys, but he's focusing right now. Oh man, you know what we've been watching, actually? We've been watching Iron Fist. I don't know what an Iron Fist is or who Iron Fist is, but it's a really good show. I've heard some bad things about it, but hey, you know. Troy and I both really like it. At the end of every episode, we've been like, what's going to happen next? Pretty good.
Hey T Marshall 3D. Sorry, distracted. Oh, not distracted, just
Working.
Yeah.
Also, Pixology guys, I'm not sure if this is how you're supposed to wear it, but it's really cool. I actually really like it. But the bead keeps falling off over time, so maybe it's not supposed to be worn on your wrist? I don't know. That's what I did.
Oh.
Are you listening to your own audio?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey. Okay, so what do you reckon she's doing with her hands?
I wouldn't worry about the hands right now, to be honest.
Alright.
I'll just wait until we've got it all resolved before,
Yeah.
because otherwise you just pose it and it'll just be a waste of time.
I really am not taking your face, so just bear with me and take a bit before I get there. Hang on, looking at the reference.
What time does your stream go to?
4, but I figured we should go for a little bit longer since we were really late. I don't think I want to do much of any compression yet until I get the anatomy right, so. And I am absolutely just dreading what this looks like right now. Her face in particular. How do you avoid resculpting anatomy once reposed? You don't. You don't. That's a pretty good answer, I think. Right, Troy? Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, the whole point is to sculpt it posed, right?
Oh, you mean like I should have sculpted it posed to begin with? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, you can't sculpt muscle like the way that a muscle flexes when it's like in a T pose. You know what I mean? That's not accurate. So you can only sculpt it once the arm is posed, for example, the bicep or whatever. You've got to pose it before you sculpt it.
A little bit of a hassle, but hey, I guess that's what sculpting's all about, isn't it? I'll have to do some like studying and taking some photo reference of this what's going on in this area, because I've just got no clue. Like right now I'm literally just guessing, and it's pretty bad. You can tell. But I'll take some photo references soon and then just get that sorted. Never ever done a figure or a character with their hands up. No, you're not missing anything special. Generally how it goes, unfortunately. I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, it like kind of forces you to learn I've told this topology on the head, man, is just. Is it weird that you prefer your mouse over your webcam? It's not odd, but damn, that's a tough thing. This stream started almost 4 hours ago. Whatever time it is there for you, minus 4 hours. Man, I'm gonna really need to work on these lips. The whole head, really. The whole head is just bad. Oh, it's 5 a.m. My goodness. I don't know how you guys do it. It's got no brow bone, so this just looks ridiculous. Banana keeps falling asleep in random places in the room. It's really cute. No, I'm just picking at it. Oh, man, this needs a lot of work. Oh, sorry, I totally missed your. Oh, sorry to anyone who's tuning in the stream and you're like, oh man, no one's saying anything. This is so boring. You mask your model a lot, I've noticed. Is that a standard ZBrush sculpting technique or something you've personally decided to do a lot? Oh, I haven't even noticed that I do that. I can't say if it is or is not a standard ZBrush sculpting technique, but just assume that everything and anything I'm doing, I've just learned from Troy. Most of my techniques or things that I do, it's because he's either taught me, or I've watched him, or just that really. I mean, Troy, you mask a lot of your stuff and move it that way, right?
It depends. Depends on it. I don't think I use it too much. But I wasn't watching you, so I don't know what was going on.
I looked at the OBS, man, and man, this model looks. Ugh. Can't wait till it's at the end. I'm so impatient with modeling, man. So impatient. But, you know, I guess that's the life of a newbie. I need it to be good now. I think this whole torso just needs to completely change.
I'll be back in a second.
Oh, jeez. It always happens when he leaves, I think. Oh man. Well, we gotta figure out that buzzing. Ugh. I think that's our cue to... Ah! Maybe Troy comes back, it'll go away. Oh my jeez. I think the buzzing happens when you go away. Oh, he's gone again. Oh, my head. I think it is his headphones, man. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I think it's what we're using to communicate with each other, audio-wise. So you could hear him and I can hear him. You can hear him and I can hear him. I just cut it off. It was Discord, and it seems like it's not doing it anymore. But if it does, I'm completely wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you won't mind me cutting off his audio for now, because it's at the end anyway. But yeah, this sculpt has got a ways to go. I'm looking at the... This is cool that I can do this, actually. The idea is there, but you can tell like a play the spot the difference game. Since I haven't moved her torso, it looks very awkward because right now her torso essentially should be like this a bit, you know, but it's gonna look a bit awkward for a bit. Let's see. Her head needs to be big. I'll just write a bunch of notes. And her head needs to be bigger. More volume on the hair. Her ears are too long. The torso needs to be turned. Her wings are a bit too big. You know, all those things. So I know Meow Sparky again was asking about that. So once you have everything blocked in, you essentially can look at it and go, okay, here's what I need to do. It's really tough when you don't have everything blocked in first, because then you don't really know what you're fully looking at. So now I can look at it side by side and be like, oh man, these are all the things that are wrong with it, and then keep going forward from there. So, and the anatomy is awful. So, by the way, I closed the Discord and the buzzing stopped. Because it only happened when he left. So yeah, there's definitely an anatomy issues and sizes and all that stuff. But again, this is day one of the sculpt that you guys have been able to watch how I've progressed through that. So here's where it started. Well, let me get this out of the way. At least the idea is sort of there. Oops. So this is pretty much my block in. So from here there's just anatomy things out the wazoo. I mean, look at those feet. Look at that. That's not even a foot. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do for the base, because it can this entire piece cannot be held up by the toe. Can you imagine if you got a figurine and it was like the key, it was just the toe, and it was just like a 2% chance that it would stick and not fall and break. Oh, good. So yeah. So you guys, if you watch the VODs, you'll see that this is where she started. But hopefully it'll be good. I had a lot of fun today. Haven't streamed in ages. I'm really looking forward to understanding how the anatomy works, man, because you can even see in my like base, I've got no idea. I've got no idea what's going on here with the back. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. So, Troy was very candid about the fact that, hey man, this is gonna be a really hard sculpt for you because your anatomy's not so good. So I'm hoping that I learn a lot with this and get past the struggle, because I know it's going to be a struggle. It's all on display, you know. You can see all the issues. So I'll take some reference photos. I'll get some online reference of the shoulders and how this works and bends, and I can see I've already clearly made a mistake by her fingers touching. Oh yeah, I fixed it. So yeah, this is day 1 of the sculpt. Thank you very much, Pixlogic, for having us and hanging out. Looking forward to seeing where this goes. Yeah, let's see if we can get Troy back on just to say bye real quick. Can you hear me, Troy? No. We'll just mess with it next time. But he can wave at you guys. Thank you very much for having us on the stream. Tomorrow evening, let's actually look. Let's look at who's next. Alright, so tomorrow we've got Michael Pavlovic, and Joseph Drust. So both with a workshop and Ask a ZBrush Live with a developer. So tomorrow tune in at 4 and 7:30 a.m. for 2 different spots tomorrow, going over some things with those guys. If you're also keen on watching some things that are similar from what you've seen today, but way better, tune into Troy's stream. Troy will be here on the Pixlogic channel tomorrow at 8:30 our time, but for you guys, 1:30 a.m. PDT. Yeah, so go and check out his stream tomorrow. We haven't streamed in ages, so I'm really looking forward to it. He's gonna more than likely start something new. Not sure. Maybe not. No, not starting anything new.
No, Kingdom Death.
Oh, that's right, I'm so excited! Oh, I can hear you. Maybe he can tell you about that. So tomorrow, oh gosh, Kingdom Death, the first large collectible figurine, is going to be made by Troy, and it's Disciple of the Witch, and she is so cute. It's a pinup, and she's got like video games and donuts and a TV, and she's got a controller in her hand. It is a really, really sexy figurine, and he's already well on his way past the block-in stage, so if you guys want to see some really, really cool pinup work, tune in tomorrow evening or afternoon for you guys. So, yeah. And again, if you guys want to know more about ZBrush and what you've seen here and how it works, tune in tomorrow at 4 and 7 for Michael and Joseph, because they definitely know what's up. So thank you guys for having us. That was really fun. I'll see you on Troy's stream tomorrow evening, and we'll start up our own streams next week. Cool, guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
See yous.